going to go to the phone lines, and I'm going to take a number of callers. I want to go to caller 434. Caller 3434, you are on the air with Black Empowerment Radio.
Hello?
Hello, you are on the air with Black Empowerment Radio. Welcome to the show. Do you have a comment or a question?
It's a comment. How y'all doing today? All right, this is Mr. B.
Fine, and you, Black Power.
Indeed, I was on the air, a couple of weeks ago. I just like to share some information right quick that I guess to add on to what you already have said as far as protecting ourselves. Last time I was on the air, I wanted to remind everybody about hypersensitive people once again, about the anybody who have a bunch of smart TVs, smartphones, and smart devices around them. Try to use them as less as possible, as well as keep them unplugged due to the radiation or the frequencies of them, because they will weaken our immunity, our immune system. Even though we may take different herbs and different stuff like that, these frequencies also weaken our system. So, and also keeping hydrated. Want to do distilled water. If you don't have distilled water to make it alkaline, you can also add lemon in there. But we also you want to keep your energies up. I don't know if you listen to music or what have you. You want something with good vibrations, because you want to keep your energies up, because viruses and bacteria cannot survive in certain frequencies. Okay, it's also, y'all can maybe look up Riff, R-I-F-E. He was the dude that back in the 1930s or 40s who dealt with frequencies and stuff of that nature. I also wanted to share some thoughts as far as our brothers and sisters who is now in private prison systems. I haven't heard people really talk about them, how what's really going on with that situation, as far as how is they doing practicing with social distancing, and how are they really keeping things sanitized and what have you in the prison system. As you know, certain jails as well, we know they have them 3 to a bed, or sometimes in a cell 10 to 15 in a cell.
Well,
so how is that?
How do you feel about, and I don't mean to interrupt, but right now on the prison, you mentioned a great point about the prison system, and right now what I do know is that I believe in New York they have started to release a number of prisoners. How do you feel about that? I mean, do you believe that that's a good decision in light of the coronavirus? Do you believe that's the proper method or plan of action?
Well, letting them out?
Correct. A number of inmates have been let go due to the coronavirus.
Another thing to add on, with that said, of course, at the end of the day, we have yet as a people really looked at this thing within our culture lines, as far as how many of us have been affected. The ones that have been affected, what is their turnaround rate as far as getting better, and what type of processes did they do to get better? We know if we, I never known personally, as long as I've been in the movement, to where we are having so much faith in everything that the media is giving us right now. If we know that we're dealing with Satanists, we know we're dealing with people who deal with trickery for hundreds of years. While we're not analytically and critically looking at this thing, especially anything that they blow up or have a lot of hype about, like 911, we end up finding out, if we did a little research, that USA themselves blew up their own towers to pass certain terrorist acts, or terrible, depends on how you look at that word, terrorist, different laws. Even in this case, we're having people doing shelter in place, in which is a form of martial law, to where we're giving up certain rights and what have you. So whenever there's a lot of hype, personally, I feel we have to really look at things statistically. There's 330 million people in the USA. We only make up 14% of that. Y'all had a guy on last week from the CBRP, I think it was, CBPM, who said it was about 45 million actual African Americans. Right now, they're talking about what's going on in the American people. They may include every American, or they might say all Americans. When they say American people, they are not fully talking about, say, African Americans, or if you Latino American. So personally, I was wanted to share. This may be some type of. Not saying that it's not real. I'm saying to the point to where they hype, because we can, from the numbers of how many people this since October and March have caught the flu alone, or had some, I think it's somewhere in the millions, and I think so many thousands. I don't know the quite numbers, but you can look it up on the CDC as far as how many people since October have had the flu or pneumonia, and how many people don't die from it since then. So I feel that this may be a cover-up also. I feel we was talking about earlier about our communities. We definitely have to get prepared. I feel that a lot of us that's into holistics, or those of us who's actually into alternativeness remedies, then we have this is a good opportunity for us to get out in the community, or because the people are so scared right now, at least come out with brochures of information that say what's the proper way to keep our immunity up, and how to keep ourselves combating certain bacteria and viruses. I want to speak also about the sanitizers. Say within the last couple of years, the sanitizing thing has been a big thing. People forgot how to wash their hands nowadays. They sanitize them, putting all these creams and stuff on them. At the end of the day, I think it was about 5 months ago, they saying that a lot of the 28 of the 31 ingredients that was in the original sanitizers, the ingredients was banned. You guys must understand, I don't know if some of y'all that's older that may be listening to the show may understand about putting alcohol. You keep putting alcohol on your hand, eventually it dries up your pores and everything else. Also, your skin is your biggest organ. So what we doing is like somebody who's funky, and we spraying some cologne or perfume over top of the funk, and we're not really cleansing or getting off the germs or the dirt. We squirting the stuff on it and rubbing our hands, but they also saying it's not effective in a day's time if you use more than I think up to 5 times within a day or something like that. That's without you going through the cleansing processes of washing your hands. So I just wanted to share some information.
Let me ask you a question.
I didn't take up too much time.
I have a question in regards to, and I just want to play devil advocate here in regards to a comment that you made in regards to the frequency. How do you think that is playing a part into what's happening in Africa? Because now we've been able to see what has happened clearly in China with, of course, and China has a high degree frequency that's in China. But in Africa, how do you think that into what the numbers are right now in Africa? Because right now, I believe Africa has over 1,000 cases. And they don't have as nearly as many deaths. So, but they do have some. They do have some deaths. So, how do you think that plays a part into it?
Once again, I would look at the statistics first. I would see which areas in Africa and which population, what ethnic group mainly got it. If it's mainly us, then 1,000 is about maybe 2 billion or more. I don't know the exact numbers in Africa because it's 55 different nations. So it depends on what nation we're looking at, how many people are within that nation or within that that area and stuff like that. But 1,000, if
Right
it's a
now,
billion of us.
2,400 cases. We have 2,400 cases in Africa. Are you saying that the frequency? I'm just trying to get an idea of what you're saying.
Well, frequency. I'm sorry. But
Are you saying that the frequency in Africa, or the frequency of the whatever's going on, it makes people get coronavirus, or makes them more susceptible to coronavirus? Because right now we're at 2,400 people in Africa who have the coronavirus.
like I said, it makes us more acceptable. It weakens our immunity, our immune system itself, because it's a cell. It messes with our cells, because we look at, like I said, not just the 5G network itself, which is the 5th generation of this technology. It's not just, we have to look at, like I said, the smart frequency, the Wi-Fi that we're using in our home. We have what's called, people can look this up, electrical smog, SMOG, in our body. That happens because our body is so overwhelmed by the different frequencies that's coming from TVs, like I said, definitely cell phones. Like right now, I have something on my cell phone to help block the frequencies that's coming out of the cell phone. So, would you agree with the immunity? Would you agree that in Africa we have a system in place that, just from all ancient traditions of eating right, building our immunity within our bodies, that should also combat whatever type of frequencies and all this other stuff that you say that is absolutely, causing our immunity to be compromised? Yeah, that's if they, still doing drumming, some dancing and stuff like that, keeping their frequencies up. We definitely have a strong immunity to that. Plus, our skin itself, like I was saying before, that we have melanin. So that alone also give us a little extra protection against the things that's going on. But the biggest thing, we have to keep away from white sugar, white flour, pastries, definitely a lot of meat products. My question, we need some black scientists or black people to research the meat that we're getting from the store, because you never know, it might be because
you are in holistic medicine, correct? You're a holistic health. Okay, gotcha. I just want you to explain that, because the Black American people need to hear that we have holistic people on air tonight, and it is very important. I know your history, and I know what you do, and it's fantastic, and I just want to say, thank you for all that you do, but I want you to definitely share what type of things that the people will need at this hour in regards to maintaining a healthy immune system and a holistic lifestyle.
People, one of them is people talking about vitamin C. We can also get vitamin C from rose hips, from the rosebuds, red, that is. Also, dandelions are growing everywhere right now. It's a good time to go pick them, try to get the root. Have dandelion root, that's a good cleanser, as well as a dart, because we want to keep ourselves cleansed as well, keeping our definitely our intestinal system moving frequently. If you eat 3 times a day, then you should be defecating around about 2 to 3 times a day. If not, then you definitely got a backup system, which is going to make you more susceptible to different bacteria and viruses and germs, which makes your immunity more weaker. So that's very important. Also, we worrying about a lot of this right now. Our cortisol levels can get very high, which can show signs like diabetes, have certain symptoms, insomnia, different things, to where it is affecting our body as well. So the more that we feed into or listen to negativity, it affects our body. So we have to watch that, especially how much, like I said, everywhere you turn, they saying corona virus. Another thing, we definitely had to look at were saying earlier, our own herbal remedies if necessary.
Yes.
Because, like saying, the hospitals are being locked down, the nursing homes. I have loved ones in the nursing home now. We cannot see them, so we don't know what really they're giving them. They can give them whatever they want to at this point, because they have talked for years about reducing the population due to a food shortage, and the food shortage is now. I want to share that too. I want everybody to look up #NoPlant19. That's #NoPlant19. And mainly gonna see stuff on Twitter. We see the different things that been going on last year out in the Midwest with our food supply and how things not being planted and stuff of that nature. I feel that's very important that we pay attention to these things, because maybe it's more than just coronavirus that they have going on within their agenda.
So you believe that there's a food shortage, that is why the coronavirus, one of the theories could be that because there was a food shortage happening around the world, that population numbers need to dwindle.
Well, that's my personal view as well, because from what I've been studying or been researching and stuff of that nature for the last couple of years, actually, definitely about the food shortage and about the change of the weather. I've even got a couple of videos talking about the weather changing, the sun, and even the sun itself can affect our energies, our moods, can even cause heart attacks, strokes, depending on certain time. Oh, speaking of time, while I'm thinking about vitamin D, if you want some vitamin D, we must go outside at least an hour a day and do some sunbathing. The best time is between 11 a.m. to about 3 or 4 p.m. That's when the sun come up. But yes, going back to go ahead.
Okay,
going back to.
And I want to definitely bring you on to another segment in regards to the health benefits, in regards to preventing ourselves from getting the coronavirus and basically improving our immune system. Everything that you stated today was so important, and I'm quite sure many people need to hear about how to build an immune system. Everybody's so quick to just dash in and talk about some of the things that really don't have any relevance. But when it comes to building a healthy immune system, this is what people need to hear at this hour. It's the most important thing in order to be an organized people, is to tell your people how to survive. Black Power. So thank you so much for coming to this segment, and definitely I'll keep you posted. If any other callers would like to have any questions, I'll post you back on the line. Thank you. Visiting Black Power.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.